My grandparents were Catholic.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a devout Catholic, as far as I remember.
Right.
Seeing things in their house. They had a house in Boca, on the water they had built, and so I would assume that they were married.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. So at some point, 8 years later, after the last boy was born, my dad ended up hooking up, however you want to say it, I don't even know how to say it, but ended up hooking up, meeting with, whatever, this woman's sister. So my dad, got with this girl, had 4 boys, and then somewhere during that 8-year time had met the other sister, right? So the caveat of the whole story is that the 2 sisters, one is my mother, and she is the second
Right.
one. And my sister was born 8 years after the youngest of the 4 boys. And then 8 years later, I came along.
Right. So they're all much older than you.
Yeah. So my brothers are in their 70s.
Right.
And so we spent a lot of time together growing up, right? Even though they were older, they started
Right.
having families and stuff. But so my dad is having a family in Ohio, which is where they lived. And then he has his family in Michigan,
Which is where you live.
which is where I lived.